Hello everyone, we have Nevanthi on the test server. So this is a wilder hero. She is going to be an intelligence-based hero. Also, her class is going to be support, with the primary role being regen. So hopefully we're going to see some health regeneration with her. I'm going to start with her ultimate skill, Nature's Flourish. Nevanthi releases the power of the wood element and slowly restores all her allies' health by 18% of her max health within 5 seconds. For allies who are buffed by the Arbor Refuge effect, if their health is lower than 40%, they will immediately recover their health equal to 10% of Nevanthi's max health, otherwise they will get 200 energy points. Allied heroes can only trigger this effect once when they are using their ultimate skill. Level 2 reduces damage suffered by all allies by 20% within the skill's duration. And level 3, when using the ultimate, it grants the effect to 2 allies with the lowest health percentage who are not buffed by Arbor Refuge. So this is bringing in some reducing damage here by 20%, bringing in some damage reduction. Also healing, also doing some healing like I wanted to see from her since her primary role is regeneration. Now the second skill, Connecting Branches. This is a passive. Every 4 seconds, a stalk grows behind Nevanthi while she recovers 50 energy points. She can store up to 3 stalks. If an allied hero's health falls below 50%, 1 stalk will be consumed, which restores the ally's health by 12.5% of Nevanthi's max health. Each allied hero can receive this effect only at an interval of 5 seconds. When the skill is actively used, Nevanthi reduces the attack rating of the enemy hero with the highest attack rating to that of the enemy hero with the lowest attack rating. If the enemy is a boss or has 1 hero, the damage they inflict will be reduced by 20% for 5 seconds. And at level 2 reduces the defense rating of the enemy hero with the highest defense rating to that of the enemy hero with the lowest defense rating. The enemy is a boss or has only 1 hero, the damage they receive will be increased by 20%. At level 3, when used actively, it reduces the damage Nevanthi receives by 10% for 5 seconds. And then also level 4, when used actively, it reduces damage Nevanthi receives by 20% for 5 seconds. So this is bringing in the bosses here, so it looks like this hero could be useful for the bosses. The damage the boss could inflict on the heroes can be reduced by 20%, and also with level 2, increasing the damage the boss receives by 20% as well. So this, I believe Nevanthi could be used for bosses if she needs to. And yeah, along with her healing, she can definitely, I think she can definitely provide a lot for defeating the bosses. And the third skill, Natural Gift. Nevanthi grants a stalk to the ally with the lowest health percentage and restores her health by 15% of Nevanthi's max health, while providing them with the Arbor Refuge effect for 10 seconds. And the Arbor Refuge effect is, if a target receives damage exceeding 20% of their current health, their Arbor Refuge effect will be removed, while the current damage they received will be reduced by 40%. A shield will also be generated that offsets the damage by 25% of Nevanthi's max health for 4 seconds. For the shield's duration, each round of damage suffered by the target will be reduced by an amount equal to 1.5% of Nevanthi's max health. Level 2 moves the Arbor Refuge effect while reducing the current damage received by 60%. Duration of the shield is extended to 6 seconds. And we have the first Engraving skill. Grants the Arbor Refuge effect to Nevanthi herself and allies along the flight path of a stalk, and the shield's damage reduction is buffed to 2.5% of Nevanthi's max health. So giving the stalks over to the allies with the lowest health percentage, just healing them up here, and also the damage they receive will be reduced by 40%, and also with level 2 that increases to 60%, so that's a lot of damage reduction. And also the Engraving skill sounds pretty cool too, giving the Arbor Refuge to herself and also any allies along the flight path of the stalk. Yeah, that could be very useful for everyone in the team. And move on to the final skill, Verdant Shade. This is also a passive. When a new entity summoned by an ally appears in the battlefield, Nevanthi grants the Mark of Nature effect to the summoner and the summoned entity, which lasts for 4 seconds. And the Mark of Nature is increases the target's haste by 5 points. When dealing damage, the target imposes a restriction on the hit enemy. When the restrictions are stacked up to 5 times, the enemy is entangled for 3 seconds, during which they are immobile and not able to attack. The effect can only be triggered against each enemy once every 4 seconds. Level 2, the Mark of Nature effect further increases the summoner's and summon entities' attack ratings by 10%. Level 3, when an ally perishes, Nevanthi increases her max health by 3% and restores her health of the same amount up to 5 times. And the second engraving skill, when a summoned entity of an ally perishes, Nevanthi permanently increases the summoner's attack rating by 8% and haste by 6, which can be stacked up to 3 times. The value of each increase will not exceed 12% of Nevanthi's initial attack rating. So also including the summon entities here, I believe this could be very useful for Grazol, since he summons a lot of entities, and increasing the haste by quite a few points for Grazol can be very useful. Yeah, I feel like this skill would be very useful for Grazol. That's the hero that I first thought of when I saw this. And let's move on to the signature item here, Deflecting Sprouts. When using Nature's Graft for the next 5 seconds, Nevanthi transfers 10% of the direct damage received by the allied hero with the lowest health percentage to the enemy hero with the lowest health percentage. The amount of damage transferred will not exceed 35% of Nevanthi's max health. Plus 10, the proportion of damage transferred is increased to 20%, and then plus 20 is increased to 40%. And then the plus 30 signature item, when using her ultimate, Nevanthi triggers the Connecting Branches effect once and dispels most healing restrictions on all allies before the ultimate is used. I feel like this ultimate is pretty good, transferring direct damage received from an allied hero to an enemy hero when you unlock it, so that's very cool. And also increasing the damage that the enemies take here. And yeah, overall this ultimate ability sounds very nice. Let's move on to the exclusive furniture called Forest Creepers. The 3/3 after the restrictions imposed by the Mark of Nature effect on the enemies are stacked up to the maximum. The enemies will suffer damage equal to 10% of their max health without exceeding 600% of Nevanthi's attack rating, so allowing Nevanthi to do even more damage here. And 9 of 9, the duration of the Mark of Nature effect is increased to 7 seconds. The effect can be stacked up to 2 times. Yeah, this furniture sounds pretty good as well. It sounds pretty good. Okay, let's move on to the Arena of Trials. I want to see her in action here. And the Arena of Trials is not unlocked yet, so I can just go ahead and do the Arena Guardian and the Wooden Dummy. I'm going to start with the Wooden Dummy like I always do, and I will go ahead and turn down the speed so I can see what her abilities look like. And there she goes, healing herself and allies there already. And wow, that made a giant tree. Her ultimate ability made a giant tree in the corner there. That was very pretty. And there it is again. Already doing her ultimate ability twice there. And she's able to give herself some energy, which is very nice. And she's doing her ultimate ability a lot of times here, it looks like, giving both herself and her ally here a lot of healing. Okay, let's look at the Arena Guardian. And I have high hopes for her already, seeing how many times she did her ultimate ability there. I think she'll do very well in the backline. I want to put the Awakened Talene in here. Let's put Mishka for some more damage reduction. I don't know if they really need it, but we can do that. Let's put some more haste in there, along with the haste that she brings with the summon entities. And it doesn't look like we have really any heroes that do summon entities here. Let's go ahead and just I'll just put him in here. Okay, so there we go. This is going to be the team I'll run here, and let's begin the battle. And I'll go ahead and turn up the speed here as well, so I can just make this go by a little faster. Yeah, already getting an ultimate from Mishka there, stunning the enemies, and yeah, it looks like Nevanthi just did her ultimate ability, but everyone else is doing their ultimate abilities here. Yeah, no, Awakened Talene can do quite a bit of damage here as well. Yeah, we're just locking the enemies out, getting a lot of haste from the twins, getting a lot of healing. There we go. That one went down pretty fast. Okay, let's look at the statistics here. Yeah, the Awakened Healing doing a lot of damage. Nevanthi doing the most healing, so yeah, that's very good. Nevanthi doing what she's supposed to, which is a lot of healing. Yeah, overall, I feel like she could be a very good healer, and hopefully she can do well with the bosses based on that one skill that talked about the bosses. Hey, if you made it this far into the video and haven't subscribed yet, make sure to subscribe. And Nevanthi came from patch notes 1.101, so if you want to see what else is coming with that patch notes, check out the video that's on the screen now. And thanks for watching.